It was nearly 10 years ago when the Edmonton Oilers would hit, literally, the lottery and hear these words.
Which team has that combination?
Edmonton.
The Edmonton Oilers have that combination and have won the draft lottery.
That's right, the Edmonton Oilers would win the lottery to draft Connor McDavid. Going into the 2015 draft, the Edmonton Oilers only had an 11.5% chance of winning. 14 balls put into a machine, 4 balls drawn at random, and whichever team had that combination of those 4 balls would get the right to draft first overall. And of course, the Edmonton Oilers did hold that combination with the lottery balls 5, 14, 6, and 1. The Edmonton Oilers would have the good fortune of drafting their next franchise player, Connor McDavid. And looking back on the last 10 years that Connor has spent with the Edmonton Oilers, multiple awards, MVPs, and in 2024, one game within winning the Stanley Cup. That's right, going to Game 7 of the 2024 Stanley Cup Finals. Of course, Connor McDavid, known for his goal scoring, his high IQ on the ice, his fast speed, and wow, have the Edmonton Oilers and hockey fans been treated to some of the greatest goals we've seen. But now we are going to play the what if game. What if Connor McDavid had been drafted and had played for one of the other NHL teams over the last 9 and 10 years? That's right. This is EA NHL 25 and my new series of Connor McDavid in the Matrix. He is going to play for all NHL teams one season, the 2024-25 season. And let's just see how he does with all these other teams. How many cups will he win? How many awards will he take home? Welcome to my new series, Connor McDavid in the Matrix. I hope you enjoy. All right, here we are, episode 1 of the franchise series, Connor McDavid in the Matrix. Yeah, if you saw the intro at the beginning of the show here, you kind of get an idea of what this franchise is going to be like. Welcome in, Laptop Hound here, and a little bit about myself for those of you that may be stumbling across the channel for the first time. A former teacher, over 30 years in the public school system here in Canada. And after retirement, thought, you know what? I want to try being like those young kids, like the young bucks out there streaming games. And sports games are the games I love. Played a lot of sports games since I was a kid, and thought, let's try this out. How tough can it be, really? So bought some equipment, got everything set up, and a couple years ago started to make some videos here on YouTube. I have over 500 videos in the collection here on this channel. A lot of them have to do with a game that I spend most of my time playing, which is Out of the Park Baseball 25. Played it, streamed it ever since, I think, OOTP 22. So I am an affiliate for OOTP, a Twitch partner where I do most of my streaming. And every once in a while, I like to come back to my roots where I started making videos right here on YouTube. So this is a YouTube exclusive series, getting back into playing EA 25. Haven't played EA hockey for about 3 or 4 years. I just felt the franchise series, which is my favorite, had become really stale, not a lot of changes. But I thought, you know what, this year, I see some improvements. I see they've done a completely new interface. And from what I'm hearing, the game is pretty good from a franchise perspective. Still a lot of the same issues we've had in previous games, but enough goodness, I should say, to make me want to try streaming it. So I have been streaming EA a little bit. I have another franchise series, which is my Slapshot, based off the movie from 1977, recreating that kind of environment, including some community players from my Twitch community, from the baseball community that have kind of gotten into hockey a little bit. So if you want to check out that series, you can check that out Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. And again, my Twitch handle is, scrolling along the bottom. But before we get started with this series, I want to give a shout out, a thank you to all the EA NHL hockey streamers out there that have been doing this for years and years. Many of you I've watched and admired from afar as I was teaching high school social studies. I often tuned in to many of you, including Toogie24, maybe the one most influential EA hockey streamer out there for me anyway. Of course, there are many others. There are Tactics, Sin for the Win, many others that I've kind of tuned in from time to time. And yeah, really admired the work many of you have done. So trying to use some of your communication skills and strategies and ideas as I delve into this EA NHL series. So welcome in. If you do like the work, please leave a like, share this out, subscribe to the channel, as I plan on doing more recorded videos for YouTube and live stream videos on Twitch as well. Okay, let's get into this. Connor McDavid in the Matrix. I am kind of copying what I've done with a OOTP series that I did last year, which was Babe Ruth in the Matrix. I took Babe Ruth, I put him on every Major League Baseball team back in 2023, just to see how he would do coming from the 1927 season into the 2023 season. And all those videos are archived in my video collection. You can check those out if you have some interest in, how did Babe Ruth do on the Toronto Blue Jays? What did he do in Chicago? How did he do with the Yankees? You can see those videos in my collection. So I brought that concept over to the EA franchise series, where we're going to take Connor McDavid, arguably the best hockey player in the world, and we're going to put him on every single NHL team in EA 25, the 2024-25 season. That's right. He's going to play for every team, and we're going to track his progress, see how many championships he gets, how many trophies he gets, which teams benefit with him on there, and which teams not so much, including the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to do this alphabetically. So the first team, of course, is the Anaheim Ducks, and I'm kind of rocking a little bit of the retro Ducks jersey there. So what I've done in the season mode of EA NHL, pretty easy to do. I'm using the recent Vasi rosters, which I highly recommend. Vasi and Tactic have put a lot of work into updating the EA rosters. You can download them right from the community hub there in game. These are the Xbox Series X rosters, so you can't cross-platform between PlayStation and Xbox, unfortunately. So those are the rosters, the original rosters. And then I went in and I took Connor McDavid off of Edmonton and I put him on Anaheim for a 7th round draft pick, just to make it real easy. So as you can see here in game, Connor McDavid in the Matrix. Yes, he has taken the red pill or the blue pill or whichever pill is the NHL pill, and he has come into the Matrix to play for the Anaheim Ducks. Here he is. He is on a line with Troy Terry and Vetrano. I am not going to run game by game. We're going to let the AI pretty much do everything for Anaheim, just to make these videos shorter than, 4 hours for each episode. So Connor McDavid going to play on every team, starting with Anaheim, working his way through the alphabet until he ends off with what? UV Vegas, I guess, would be his last team, including Utah, because Utah, the franchise of Utah, the Utah hockey team, is in this game. That's right. Utah. I was hoping they'd go with the Utah Yeti, one of the more popular names thrown out there. Maybe they will. Next year, they'll probably undergo a name change. But right now, we will refer to them as the Utah hockey team. Okay, Connor McDavid on the Anaheim Ducks. Let's see how he does. We're gonna advance a little bit here, and we'll go into maybe the first game just to kind of watch Connor with his new team. Not the actual gameplay, but kind of the, I don't know what you would call it, not the fast sim, not the slow sim, but where we get to simulate by watching period by period. So let's go check that out. Let's see if Connor can get his first goal as an Anaheim Duck. Yeah, I know. Feels strange to say that. Vetrano will get Anaheim on the board as they're playing the San Jose Sharks. Ferraro and Zetterland will get the lead there for San Jose. And at the 10-minute mark, Ryan Strome ties it up 2-2 midway through the first period. By the way, if you watch my live streams, you know I love coffee. Just love coffee. So you're gonna see me drink a lot of coffee on these streams. If you're a big coffee fan, leave a comment in the section. What's your favorite brand? Kind of like the Nespresso. It's kind of what my go-to coffee. McTavish will get a goal for Anaheim, but Wenberg is going to tie it up for San Jose 3-3 as we close out the second period. Do not see any goals yet for Connor. Yeah, he is enjoying the sunshine on this October evening as they face off against the San Jose Sharks. Carlson's going to get a goal. Gudis, the captain of Anaheim, will make it 5-3. And as we close out the first game of the season for Anaheim, looks like they're going to take the victory here. Connor McDavid going to get his first win with a new team. All right, let's go check out the 3 stars. And we've got Vetrano, and there he is, folks. Didn't take him long, did it? Connor, 3 assists, 2 hits, second star for the Anaheim Ducks. Ryan Strome will be star number 3. Okay, so from this point on, we are going to jump into the calendar, and we're going to kind of go through this fairly quickly. I have trades turned off. There will be no trades. I don't want Connor traded during the season. I don't want other teams trading players. That way it kind of stays to the authenticity of the opening night rosters, according to Vasi and Tactic. And also I have injuries turned off. I don't want to have to go in every few games and adjust lines. So we have injuries off and trades off. Pretty much all the other settings are the default settings. So let's jump ahead up to, I guess it would be December the 1st. We'll watch the stats come in here. Anaheim with Connor McDavid off to a 5-7-1 start. I guess one player can make a difference. Anaheim just crushing it here. 12 wins, 5 losses. Third place, though, behind the Canucks and the Golden Knights, who kind of move back and forth. So here we are, December 1st, Anaheim 15-6-1. We'll go up to the Edmonton Oilers game here and watch that one sim out, see how Connor does against his former team. 17-18-10, much better than the real Anaheim Ducks are expected to do. So they're going to face off against the 14-19-2 Edmonton Oilers. Connor hosting his former team. All right, let's go and sim this out. First period. No score yet. By the way, I am an Oiler fan. Grew up in British Columbia, so I was a Canuck fan in the 1980s. Got to see them make it to the semifinals with, Thomas Gradin and Stan Smeal. Of course, King, Richard, and net. What a great team that was. Of course, losing to the big time team at that time, the New York Islanders in the finals. Nuge gets the Oilers 2-1 lead. Cam Fowler will get a goal for Anaheim, their only goal so far. Make that 2. Troy Terry is going to score on Stuart Skinner. Draisaitl makes it 3-2 as we close out the second period. And Edmonton going to take the lead into the third. Trying to defeat Connor McDavid as an Anaheim Duck. What do you guys think of the new Duck uniforms? They're pretty cool, aren't they? I like them. I definitely would like one of those jerseys, the orange ones. 4-3 Edmonton. Arvidsson, a former LA King, is going to score the 4th goal for Edmonton. And with time winding down, the Oilers will defeat their former franchise player in Connor McDavid. Leon Draisaitl, 2 goals, 1 assist. Arvidsson with a goal and assist. And Cam Fowler gets a goal for Anaheim. Let's find out if Connor got any points in the game. Connor McDavid went no goals, no assists, and -1. A little bit of jitters, huh, Connor? A little bit of nervousness playing your old team, it looks like. Okay, well, Anaheim is still in much better shape than Edmonton right now. Let's head to Saturday, February, I guess, February the 1st. But yeah, I mean, marketing, you got new jerseys coming in every year. Some fail, some are really successful. We decline all trades. Trades should be turned off, but apparently EA says, what do you think about this trade? Even though Lap, you turn trades off, what do you think about this trade? Well, Anaheim has kind of come down to earth a little bit here, 25 and 24. Let's go up to March 1st, and then we'll take a look at some of the statistics, see if Anaheim can stay above 500. They're still in a playoff spot, 4th overall, hanging on there. Edmonton has now passed them. So Edmonton was 62 points, Anaheim 63 in a playoff spot as we go into March 1st. Connor McDavid leading the Anaheim Ducks in points, 31 goals, 40 assists, plus 22 and 24 PIMs. Also leading the team in shots with 187, leading in game-winning goals, also leading in power play goals. So yeah, it is because of Connor McDavid that the Anaheim Ducks are currently in a playoff position. Goaltending-wise, a superstar like Connor can help your goaltending. Lucas Dostal, 921 save percentage, 260 goals against average, and John Gibson, 907 with 290. I'm sure he'd like to have those kind of numbers if he was playing a lot this year. All right, let's go check out the standings here as we finish off March. Go down to the actual standings. Menus, a lot of the menus pretty similar to what we've seen in EA in the past. However, just that whole interface with the franchise has, when you play franchises, changed quite a bit. First time they've made big changes, I guess, since probably 2014, 2015. All right, so let's go check out the standings in the Pacific. Vegas, Vancouver, and Anaheim, with Edmonton currently having a wild card position. In the Central, it will be Colorado, Utah, Dallas, and Winnipeg, top 4. As we head to the Eastern Conference, the Metropolitan, it will be the Rangers, Devils, Capitals, and Islanders. Carolina, kind of not where I thought they would be. And then finally, if we go over to the Atlantic, it will be Detroit, Montreal, Tampa Bay, and Ottawa. And if that happens, some of you are going to win a lot of money if you made bets on those teams. One of those teams probably will make the top 4, maybe all 4 won't make it. But the Bruins, Toronto, Florida, not even in a playoff position yet. All right, that's where we sit on March 1st. So let's head back out. Let's go up to the beginning of April, and then we might go game by game, depending what the playoffs look like. All right. I don't think they play Edmonton this month. They do on the 4th, but we won't watch that game. Let's go up to the San Jose game on April the 1st. Again, if you guys have ideas for future content, things you want me to do, either in a franchise series or a season series, drop it in the comments below. Hope to catch you on Twitch Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, with my Slapshot Get Reggie Dunlop a Cup. That's the mode, the motto, the theme of that franchise series. We're on season number 8 so far. And unfortunately, Reggie Dunlop has retired Yeah, we brought him in as a 30-year-old, and I think he retired just in this last season. So he's going to be watching from the stands as we try to win him a cup with the Charlestown Chiefs. All right, here we are on April the 1st. Anaheim currently in third place, 1 point above the Oilers. So let's go to the Edmonton game, and then again, we'll sim through that game a little bit. Couple wins there against San Jose and Calgary. All right. Edmonton 38 and 32 going up against the 40 and 32 Anaheim Ducks. 2 points separating the Ducks and Edmonton. So Edmonton can tie Anaheim total points this season with a victory, a regulation victory. First period in Anaheim. Connor McDavid facing his old team again. Leeson with a goal on Calvin Pickard. Big game. And Edmonton's got their backup in net here against a division rival. Well, finishing off the second period, Anaheim's going to get a goal by Ryan Strome, and they lead 2-0. Big game for Anaheim. They could do a lot to lock down that third place in the Pacific. Edmonton wants to be within striking distance. 2 points out at the beginning of the game here. And a low-scoring game so far. Edmonton cannot get anything going. The Nuge and Draisaitl, Hyman, Skinner, not doing anything for Edmonton yet. Outshooting Anaheim, though, 36-18. The Oilers are pressuring, just pouring the shots on the Anaheim goalie. But they cannot get anything, probably by John Gibson. And that'll do it. Connor McDavid and the Anaheim Ducks are going to take game number 2. Your 3-star, John Gibson, 39 saves. Leeson, 1 goal. And Ryan Strome gets the other goal for Anaheim. Let's go check out Connor and his statistics for this game. He will again go no goals, no assists, and 18 minutes of ice time, and not have a plus or a minus. He will be at 0. So with a few games to go in the season, Calgary, Kings, Colorado, Minnesota, and Winnipeg. Let's play it. Let's not go the whole season yet. Let's go up to the 14th just to see if those final 2 games will matter. Well, the Ducks have not locked up a spot yet. It looks like there's 1 remaining playoff spot. And with a couple games to go, Anaheim is 3 points above Edmonton. Edmonton and Anaheim both have 2 games left to go. Let's check out the Western Conference. I'll see if anyone else is chasing them. So even though Anaheim has more points than Utah and Winnipeg, Utah and Winnipeg look like they both clinched. And so Edmonton is the only team that can catch the Ducks here for that final playoff position, and looks like the right to play the Vancouver Canucks. All right, Anaheim up against Minnesota. A win will clinch it. Let's check out if they can beat the Minnesota Wild on the road. All right, period number 1 underway. Connor McDavid trying to give Anaheim a much unexpected playoff spot here in 2024. No score, Minnesota. Rossi's going to score on Gibson, and Trennan is going to score on Gibson as well. 2-0 for the Wild. Again, both teams, Edmonton and Anaheim, 2 games left to play. Edmonton has to win out and hope that Anaheim loses both of their games. Not sure what the tiebreaker would be if they're tied in points. But we know that Anaheim has beat Edmonton twice in the regular season so far. We go to the third period. Still 2-0, 3-0. Eriksson Ek Boldy is going to get a goal. And depending how Edmonton did, we may have to go to the final game of the season. Yeah, Hartman, McDavid not being able to do anything for his Anaheim Ducks today. 5-0. Our first Connor McDavid in the Matrix may come down to a final game. Your 3 stars, Boldy, Gustafsson with the shutout, and Kaprizov with 3 assists for the Minnesota Wild. Question is, did Edmonton win? The Oilers did win. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How fitting. Synchronicity. I like to say that word synchronicity on my live streams. We definitely have some synchronicity here. Anaheim, 88 points. Edmonton, 87 points. Anaheim has more wins in regulation, it looks like. No, they both have 37 wins in regulation. So again, I'm not sure what the tiebreaker will be. What we do know is that if Anaheim wins outright, they are going to take that last playoff position. Okay, let's go check it out. Anaheim goes to Winnipeg. Period number 1. All Anaheim needs to do is to win. Doesn't matter what Edmonton does then. Appleton gets Winnipeg on the board, 1-0. John Gibson in net here for Anaheim. And we finish off the first period with a late goal. Trevor Zegras scores on Hellebuck, and that's going to tie the game at 1. Into the second period, Anaheim on a power play, cannot score. Peg getting a few shots. Shots are even at 22. Don't know what Edmonton's doing right now. Still would rather be in the position Anaheim is, because Edmonton has to win, and then they have to hope that Anaheim loses. Anaheim looking to get to overtime and get a point. No, Winnipeg, Niederreiter. 2-1 for Winnipeg. Anaheim, Killorn ties it up halfway through the third period. Looking for at least a point. They may clinch with at least a point. We're getting close. And the Anaheim Ducks have clinched at least a tie for the final playoff position. As it sits, they are currently 2 points up on Edmonton. Go to overtime. Winnipeg, Anaheim, final game of the season. And it is time for a shootout. Well, normally I don't like to jump into games, but because we are, oh, how weird did that look? Oh, weird. Look at that. Look at Connor McDavid there in a Ducks jersey. Oh no. Oh, what jersey should we give him? Let's give him the beautiful home ones if we can. I'm going to quit that and just see how the game ends out, because I don't want to play the game. I want the AI to play the game. And I may have lost Connor McDavid's chance for a point there, but as it turns out, fortunately, Connor McDavid and the Ducks will make the playoff. Okay, did Edmonton win? Edmonton got 1 point, it looks like. Oh no, Edmonton did win. Yeah, they won their last game. So Anaheim needed to win that, because if they ended up tied, Edmonton would have had more regulation wins. So the shootout did the trick. Wow. came down to the shootout for the final playoff position. I love the fact that in the new version of EA, you can go check out the box scores. So we can go right up to the final game of the season and look at that final box score. Your 3 stars, Gibson, Hellebuck, and Lowry. And in terms of the events, if we go to the goals, and can we check the shootout? We can. Looks like 1 shootout goal. I botched the McDavid attempt, so he didn't score, but Ryan Strome would get the only shootout goal, and Anaheim is going to go to the playoffs ahead of Edmonton. How fitting that is. In the Matrix with Connor McDavid playing as an Anaheim Duck, he helps eliminate his former team. Go check out the statistics before we sim the playoffs. McDavid, 24 points more than Vetrano. He just killed it. 40 goals, 54 assists. Check out the entire league. There's Austin Matthews, 98 points. McKinnon, and then McDavid as a Duck, third in scoring. Goals, 59 for Austin Matthews. Ovechkin with 48. He does that, and he beats Gretzky this year. Yeah, I think he needs, in real life, I think he needs about 30, mid-30s or something to pass Gretzky. In terms of defensemen, your defensive point leader, Cale Makar, 73 assists, 92 points. Heiskanen and Theodore, top 3. And in terms of the goaltenders, depending what stat you feel is most important, looks like Thatcher Demko going to be your Vezina Trophy. 924 save percentage, 243 goals against average, and 43 wins for the Vancouver Canucks, who I believe are the team that we are going to be facing. Let's go check out the playoff tree. One more day should get us there. And there we go. Regular season is complete. In the East, it's going to be the New Jersey Devils and the Washington Capitals. It will be Pittsburgh Rangers, Montreal against Tampa Bay, and Detroit will play Patrick Roy's New York Islanders. In the West, Dallas will play host, I believe, to Nashville. No, it's actually, yeah, Dallas is playing host to Nashville. Colorado will host Utah. Vegas, we get Vegas against Anaheim, and the Oilers do make it. How did I miss that? The Oilers do get in. Well, let's go check out. I was completely off there. I guess they tied Winnipeg. So Winnipeg did not lock it up. Edmonton, 38 wins in regulation. Winnipeg only had 35. Well, I apologize, Edmonton Oilers fans. You guys have made the playoffs. So it will be Edmonton, Vancouver, and then Anaheim's going to have to play the Golden Knights. Okay, well, good. It's good that both teams were able to get in. Let's go to the schedule here. We'll fast sim the first 3 games, and then we'll jump in if it's a game that could end the series. And it could be this one here. It didn't take long. Vegas up 3-0. So unless we can win 4 in a row, Connor McDavid will make the playoffs in the Matrix, but will go no further than round number 1. Minkoff, great young rookie there for Anaheim last year. Looks like he is going to be a stud on the blue line there for the Ducks. 1-0. Game 4 in Anaheim. And Connor McDavid and McTavish, the Anaheim Ducks, are coming out flying here in the first period. First time we've seen a goal on this screen here for McDavid. 5-1 as Vetrano will score on Samsonov. Having a pretty good start to his season in Vegas after coming over from Toronto last year. Of course, I remember him as a Washington Capital. 5-1 as we go to the third period. 6-1. Troy Terry will score on Samsonov. Oh, Anaheim, don't waste up all your ammunition. You need some. You got to win 3 more. At least Connor McDavid is not going to be skunked in his first series. He is going to be able to play a game number 5. We are going to be going back to Vegas, baby. Your 3 stars. Connor says, not today, boys. The season will not end today. 1 goal, 3 assists. Troy Terry, 1 and 2. And John Gibson, 31 saves. All right, let's go to game number 5. This time in Las Vegas. Anaheim looking to return home for game number 6. First period underway. Vegas going to score. Mark Stone returns for the playoffs. Mind you, injuries were turned off, so Mark Stone had no choice but to play the whole season. There you go, Mark. No IR for you until the playoffs. You have to play the entire season. No injuries. 1-0 Vegas. We go to the second. Carlson will make it 2-0. And Kolsar, 3-0. Zegras gets Anaheim on the board. A lot of game left to play. Anaheim on the power play. And Ryan Strome brings the Ducks within 1. Weird. Connor on Anaheim, which went to an orange jersey this year, coming from Edmonton, which had predominance of orange the last couple seasons. Lacombe is going to tie it up with 1 minute and 44 seconds left in the second period. We go to the third period. Anaheim on the ropes. Connor McDavid gives Anaheim their first lead of the game. 4 unanswered for Anaheim here, halfway through the third. Zegras makes it 5-3. Connor's not giving up yet. We may be going back to Anaheim, and we are 5-3. Ducks take it. All right, on to game number 6, April the 30th, back in sunny Anaheim. Vegas wins the first 3 games. Anaheim will take games number 4 and 5. And here we go. First period underway. Anaheim, 9 shots, 10 shots, out shooting Vegas. And Connor McDavid, 3 games in a row. Connor has scored here. Leo Carlson, second goal for Anaheim. 2-0 Ducks. 3-0 Connor McDavid. He likes this. He likes this matrix. This is a good matrix for Connor so far. Johnston, 4th goal for Anaheim, and unless Vegas has a huge comeback, we are going to game 7. McTavish makes it 5-0. Third period underway. Does Vegas have a comeback in them? Barbashev makes it 5-1. Wah, 5-2. Uh-oh. Gudis, though, the captain for the Ducks, is going to close this out. It's going to make it 6-2. And what was a 3-0 lead for Vegas, even though they get a third goal? Not enough. Going to game 7. Our 3 stars in game number 6. Roy Raw, 2 goals, 1 assist, 4 hits. McDavid, 2 goals and 2 hits. And Johnston with a goal for the Ducks. Never saw this coming. Never saw a game 7 coming, but here we are. The Ducks get to play into May. Going back on the road, you got McDavid trying to score his 4th goal in 4 games 4 games straight, I should say. He's had a couple multiple goal games. And this one is pretty low scoring so far. Vegas, though, Thomas Hertl. First time we've seen him, I think, on the scoreboard. 1-0 for Vegas. The all-important next goal going to be so critical, especially for the Ducks. Hard to come back on the road being down 2-0. Outshooting Vegas 20-18. And Kolsar makes it 2-0. Vegas came back from a 3-0 deficit in the game number 6. And look at that. With less than 2 minutes to go in the second period, Ryan Strome gets the Ducks on the board, and then Mintkinoff will tie it up. Game 7, period number 3. Ducks, Vegas, Ducks, Vegas, Vegas. Makes it 3-2, and we've got to jump in. We have got to jump in. I'm not going to control anything. It's going to be CPU versus CPU, but how could we not? Got to check out the Ducks on the road here. Connor McDavid, does he have it in him to tie this game up? A lot of yellow, a lot of orange on the ice here. Theodore, weak shot there on Gibson, who will cover it up with 7 minutes and 21 seconds to go as Trevor Zegras looks on from the bench. Tied with Connor McDavid for Duck lead in points in the playoffs so far. McDavid with the win. Strome, Stone, McDavid. Off to Gudis. Looks like the ice is in poor conditions. Pretty slow play here. Vetrano up the ice. Can't get the shot off. What a defensive play by the Vegas defenseman. Less than 5 minutes to go. Gudis will take the puck away. Vetrano over to McDavid. McDavid looking for some room. Gets hit off the puck. Need to speed the play up a little bit. Gudis up to McDavid. No, up to Troy Terry, actually. Troy Terry. Oh, he gets hit. Barbashev. Less than a minute to go. Anaheim's going to be looking to pull their goalie. Thomas Hertl wide open. 2 saves. Make that 3. Holtz. Pietrangelo. Terry now. Okay, the Ducks are breaking out. Oh, McDavid. Oh, what a shot. What a save by the Vegas goaltender. And I think that's going to do it. Empty net. And Stone fires it wide. Dumoulin looking for one last rush here for the Ducks. Ryan Strome across the blue line. Can't get a shot off. Retrieves the puck back to the defenseman. To McTavish. Loses the puck. And with 10 seconds left, Mark Stone is going to ice it. No, he misses the wide open net. Chance for one last rush. Ryan Strome, McTavish, Fabry, and that will do it. Connor McDavid's season open matrix series is done. But we'll watch the handshakes and check him out in an Anaheim Duck jersey one final time. Here we go. Gibson brought his team back after being down 3-0. Save after save at the end of the game. Unfortunately, Anaheim just could not break through that Vegas D. One good chance there by McDavid with a couple minutes left to play. And that will do it. The Anaheim Ducks eliminated from the Matrix playoffs. Let's check out The other series, as all round one games should be done now. In fact, we got Canucks that won their series, Islanders, Rangers, Nashville, and Colorado, plus the Washington Capitals and Montreal Canadiens. Okay, well, nothing left to do here as we'll sim the rest of the playoffs and see how everything shakes out in our first episode of McDavid in the Matrix. Looks like it's going to be a Colorado Washington final here. And 2-1 Colorado. We'll play one more week. That should probably do it. And your Stanley Cup champions are the Colorado Avalanche. Congratulations to the Avs. As I like to do at the end of each episode, show you how things went down. Colorado would defeat the Capitals in Game 7. They would also beat Vegas in 7. They would defeat Nashville in 7 and Utah. Wow, this is got to give props to Colorado. They played the maximum amount of games they could play. 28 games they had to play. And all of them went to Game 7. Amazing. The Capitals had a little easier time. They beat the Canadiens in 5. They beat the Rangers in 6. They had one Game 7 against the Devils. But Colorado, holy smokes. What a road they had to travel. All right, let's go take a look at the player stats in the playoffs. It is Connor McDavid that will lead the team with Zegras. Each had 9 points. But in the entire league, it will be Cale Makar. Probably going to take home the Conn Smythe. Nathan MacKinnon with 28, Rantanen with 27, and we have to go down to Mangiapane with 23 for the Capitals in 4th position. Ovi, 13 goals, 8 assists, 21 points. 7th game, Ovi, so close to winning his 2nd cup. So there you go. We'll look at the awards to end off the episode, checking out how the individual players did. But first, Colorado wins the cup. Vancouver, the President's Trophy. Colorado, of course, the Campbell Bowl. And Washington, your Prince of Wales winner. Your individual awards, it will be Austin Matthews winning the Art Ross most points in the league this year. Connor McDavid, as a Duck, takes home the Hart Trophy. Way to go, Connor. We'll have to mark that down. 1 Hart Trophy for Matrix McDavid. Cale Makar is your Defenseman of the Year. McKinnon, Lady Bing winner. Michkov, going to win the Calder Trophy in this first episode. Cale Makar, Conn Smythe winner, as we showed you. Montembeault for Montreal. Surprise. Did not see that coming. I thought for sure it was going to be Demko. Montembeault is going to win the Vezina. Husso, William Jennings, which is awarded to the team with the fewest goals scored against. Minimum 25 games played. Lyubushkin is your Bill Masterson Trophy winner for Dallas. Markov wins the best defensive aspects of the game. Frank J. Selke Trophy. McKinnon, the Ted Lindsay is voted on by the players. And your Rocket Richard winner is Austin Matthews. So there you have it. Season number 1, or should I say episode number 1 of The Matrix is complete. Got a lot of seasons to go. But I'm looking forward to see how Connor can do. So after the first episode, 1 playoff appearance, 1 Hart Trophy appearance, tied with the lead in scoring for his playoff team, and also led the team in the regular season. I would say that's a pretty good debut. All right, we'll be working through all the teams alphabetically. I hope to put out 1 or 2 episodes per week. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, if you did, would appreciate a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comment. Anything surprise you in this episode? Didn't it look weird? Connor in a duck uniform. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Come on, you can admit it. It looked weird. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, feel free to join me on Twitch Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern for my Get Reggie a Cup Charlestown Chiefs Slapshot Franchise series. As I always like to say, thank you for supporting the channel, whichever way you may do that. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, give what you can, take what you need. It is a crazy, crazy world up there, no matter where you live. There are people facing difficulties. Anything that you can do to help them out, it doesn't even mean financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually, even a smile directed towards someone can make their day. It's a great day for baseball. The World Series is currently going on right now. Tonight is game number 5. By the time you watch this, the World Series will probably have been decided. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. We'll see you next episode.